hopefully don't make a huge fool of ourselves. So anyway, we're in the Allis. And go back into the work. Here we go.
Hello everyone, welcome back. If any of you guys follow us on Instagram or any place like that, you may have already seen a preview of this. It's pretty sad news with the old WC last night. I noticed when it was back here a month or so ago, I tried to push it back out here in the front to work on it, and it wouldn't roll. I hooked onto it with a pickup and nudged it a little bit, and it broke free. I was able to push it out here. And I thought it was in this brake assembly here that was locking up. That one over there, all the guts are pulled out of it. I really thought it was just this brake locked up. But I got in here last night, piddling around for a little bit. We jacked it up, and because it was locked up again, it wouldn't roll. And it still won't. See here, it just flat out will not roll. So I jacked it up and tried to film some of that, but it was getting pretty sketchy, and I don't like showing sketchy stuff on film. So, but we got it jacked up, got some jack stands put under it, got both wheels off the ground, and they would spin. Put it back down, they won't. And I checked, made sure the clutch was disengaging, it's doing fine. This back here, you can disengage the rear end from the rest of the tractor, that all works fine. So I figured it had to be something in the rear end. And so I pulled the plug out here, we put oil in, and found a mess. It is full clear up to the bottom there with nothing but water. And a lot of rust on all the gears. Best I can figure, what is going on is the pinion bearing has seized up. It's the only thing I can figure it can be, because with the wheels off the ground, you can turn it, all the spiders and the differential turn. It makes a lot of noise, but when it's down on the ground, it will not roll. So, we're not going to give up on it, but we are going to put it on the back burner for a while. So we'll get in here tonight, put the fuel tank and the hood back on it, just kind of keep the weather off of it, and we're going to drag it out behind the shop out here. Wait until we get some of this other stuff done, and then we'll get back on it. But I'll go ahead and pull the plug out again, and we'll look in there with the Borescope and kind of let y'all see what's going on in there. But that's what's going on with the Allis right now. So you probably won't be seeing it on the feed for a while. I think the next thing we're going to do, we're going to get it out of here. We're going to move that carcass of that 9N out of the way, and we're going to bring that M that's sitting outside in. Get the radiator hoses put on it, get the water pump rebuilt, get it up and running again. So we'll probably shift gears and go on over to that project. But anyway, let's pull this plug out and we'll get the Borescope out and kind of look around in there. So as you guys can see, it's pretty nasty in there. A lot of rust, a lot of moisture. Like I said, I stuck my finger down in there, and most of that, there might be a little oil in the very bottom, but most of that in that whole housing is nothing but pure water. So, anyway, let's get everything kind of put back together, get it good enough to where we can roll it outside. We'll come back to it one of these days. So, let's start throwing some of these pieces back together. We're not going to put it all back together. We're just going to get the hood, fuel tank, all that back on. Just enough to where we roll it outside and it'll kind of be covered and out of keep the engine and everything covered. I was actually getting ready to take this piece. I cleaned some of it up with the wire wheel. I was getting ready to take it over and have a friend of mine sandblast it so we can patch all these holes and get it painted. After noticing everything else, I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're not even going to tighten everything up all the way. We're just going to, where it kind of doesn't move, call that good. Hoped when this fuel tank went on that we would be ready to put some fuel in it, have it up and running. But I guess it had other ideas.
Now there's black marks in the shop. And it's screwed. But
well, it fought us coming out of the shop. I was hoping that the rear end would break free like it did last time when I pulled it out of the back of the shop. But it didn't, so you guys heard the little C got a little bit of a workout, but it done all right dragging it out here. So this one ain't going nowhere. This was the first tractor we bought together out here, so it's kind of special. We're going to keep it around. We'll fix it eventually. I'll find another one for parts or find a rear end somewhere. Well, it'll live again. We're not going to give up on it. Guess that'll be the last video of this tractor for a while. That end sitting right over behind you there. We're going to clean out the spot in the shop and get it in. I don't want to put it there in the middle of the floor. I want to move it over more to the side. But we'll get it in here in a day or two and we'll start tearing into it. So thank y'all for watching and we'll see you next time.